Patric led the fight for thousands of good jobs for Hollywood workers. Click now to read Patric's plan to create jobs and strengthen the middle class. Don't worry, Patric won't take over the world. That's still my job. Paid for by Patric Verrone for State Senate. Yes.
For the support we've received from political leaders in this state and in this nation, 4 presidential candidates, including John Edwards, who picketed with us last Friday. When the studio's polling numbers are lower than the margin of
You have to subpoena me. That's the only way I can tell the truth.
You know what? I may be able.
That make up stoppages, name calling, and a lot of drama. But in this new digital landscape, is that going to unlevel the playing field?
Well, Peter, I think you'll see that what we as writers, we as the representatives of the talent community feel very strongly that this industry is changing, that it's something that none of us has a crystal ball to be able to see the future. We don't know how these things are going to evolve and develop. But because we don't have crystal balls, we need to have the other kind of balls. And we have to be able to represent our members. We're the first in on the project, and we're the farthest away often from the end of the project. And as a result, we don't have a lot of control over what comes out the back end, so to speak. If we can develop systems with them that allow us to get our fair share, and by us I mean the writers and the directors and the actors, that's really ultimately what we're after. Many of our formulas, and we have many formulas for residuals, are based on a percentage of income and percentage of revenue. If they make money, we make money. If they don't make money, we don't make money. To do this, they've been able to create media without us, and I'm talking about reality television, cable nonfiction, comedy variety in cable. A lot of this is done non-Writers Guild, non-Directors Guild, non-Actors Guilds. We've been very conscious, and I ran on this when I ran for the presidency of the Guild, to make sure that we could get those writers back in under the tent.
You're spending a lot of money on organizing, much more than ever before, right?
This is true.
But, Patric, one of the most robust areas in new media is user-generated content.
What do we care whether it gets reused at that point if there's no financial value?
Brothers and sisters, we are involved in a huge struggle, and all of you are making a huge sacrifice for the Writers Guild, for the labor movement, and for Hollywood. This is a watershed moment in our history. I'm here to tell you today on day 5, we are winning this strike. Let me hear you.
That this week we finally get Hollywood back to work. Enough is enough. We are behind you, and let's get this done. Thank you.
Every English-speaking Writers Guild and Union on the planet supports us. Unite Here is the union that made your shirts. And the hotel workers. The strike has been sanctioned by the Service Employees International Union. And closer to home, the International Brotherhood of Teamsters. Thank you, Teamsters. Thank you, Teamsters. Teamsters, 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 Teamsters. There's one more union I want to talk about, although David tipped it a little bit because we missed rehearsal. It's the one that stood with us
the longest, the one that's done the most to cooperate, collaborate, strategize with us, the Screen Actors Guild. They walk the line with us. They bring out the cameras. They make us look good. Here's their president, Alan Rosenberg.
The Writers United will never be defeated. With the Actors United will never be defeated. Good morning, everybody. What a beautiful morning it is. On behalf of the Board of Directors of the Screen Actors Guild, our Executive Director, Doug Allen, and all 120,000 members, we thank you from the bottom of our collective heart for bravely manning the front lines in this battle we're all waging to get fair participation in the enormous profits our work generates.
Brothers and sisters, in the name of our Creator, we are about to undertake the expulsion of diabolic infestation from this studio and its masters.
We're out here because we cannot kill anyone for this cause, so we have to march instead.
You never get everything you wanted, but we were most concentrated mostly on trying to get a jurisdiction over new media content,
right,
material made for the internet, and we got that. We also got an improved residual for reuse of material on the internet than we used to have for DVDs and home videos. The first time in our history that a new media actually pays a higher residual than the older media.
Patric Verrone is a Harvard-trained union organizer, hired television writer and internet producer who claims his union covers all professional internet production. His union fired up a strike of 100 days that burnt out movie investors in Hollywood, destroying a local economy for 3 months and 10 days, costing billions in revenue to Los Angeles while sending thousands of good jobs out of state forever. Now Verrone wants to go to the Senate in Sacramento to help turn Pacific Palisades, Beverly Hills and Brentwood into his own solipsistic version of middle class, even as he destroyed all hopes for any real-world middle class in Hollywood. Gone are tens of thousands of jobs lost for actors, writers, directors, IATSE union members and teamster members, with hardly any working sets in town for actors to be driven to. While president of the Writers Guild, Verrone authorized millions in payments to outside union lawyers to prevent transparent accounting of hidden foreign royalties, while paying off a WGA union whistleblower in six-figure amounts over shredded checks still not accounted for in a class action lawsuit led by William Richert. Patric's union passed out leaflets in Brentwood against cable studio officials. His formerly AFL-CIO organizer shut down dozens of productions while failing to get jurisdiction over a top-model reality show, one of the main reasons for the strike. Less than a few hundred union writer-producers rule the roost in Hollywood's unions, with Verrone a ringleader. Verrone claims he won a strike that changed an industry for the worst of us while throwing out the best of us. Even John Wells, another former WGA president with a self-enrichment agenda, says Verrone lies, while union money backs his campaign. Unions are most needed by low-income workers. However, each artist is different and every writer and actor is a private artistic corporation. Don't send a deceptive union organizer to turn wealth into middle class and middle class into paupers. Don't unionize the wealthy and demoralize the artists. Do your own research for the truth behind the mask of Verrone. Follow the facts, plain and simple. Participate in William Richert versus the Writers Guild of America Incorporated, et al. A class action for creative artists with a hearing in September.